has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
A look at the Bulls starting lineup. Levine and Williams up in the forward positions. Josh Giddey is out there with White, and it's Vucevic in at the 5. Now here's Cunningham, coming off a stellar performance against Washington. Duren the pass to Cunningham. 5 to shoot. Duren with a screen on Vucevic. Cunningham, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. I asked him what plan he had, if any, for Zach Levine. He said, my focus is making sure he doesn't get any easy shots. We have to contest every attempt. It's about mitigating the damage, not preventing it. So it looks like he'll settle for just making Levine work as hard as possible. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Rebound by Williams. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. RJ, you say this all the time. For a young player like Patrick Williams, reps are so important.
He's had a tough start to his career. 2 injuries in his first 4 years that ended his season. Every young player needs to get a rhythm. They need minutes, and they need to be healthy. And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season. And Duren slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Chicago with the ball, following the bucket by the Pistons. Here's White, and the jam by White.
Hot off the drive, White is so explosive, leaping off the floor and throwing that one down.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Now, here's Cunningham. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Inside, Duren the pass to Cunningham. For 3, Harris. The Pistons rebound. Duren. Cunningham looking it over. Duren sets the screen for Cunningham. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Good on the three-point shot.
And that has earned Harris a ton of money. The ability to spot up, shoot, and knock it down.
Giddey the pass to Vucevic. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's White. And that comes off the assist by Levine. White's got 5.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here's Portis. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
Here's Giddey. Rebound by the Pistons. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that.
Now, here's Cunningham. No good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Duren the pass to Portis. A three-pointer, no good. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Levine dishes to White. Back to Levine. Williams, a screen on Duren. For three, Levine. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cunningham. Stewart checked in for Detroit. Hardaway comes in for Malik Beasley. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. Ball comes in for Kobe White. .24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 14 feet away. Again, Levine missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Cunningham passes to Duran. And here's Harris from the arc. Connects from three-point range. Harris has got 6. And Levine launches it from deep. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pistons lead by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
So for Chicago right now, Dosunmu is out there with ball. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's Smith in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Dosunmu. Tight defense on him. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And the Pistons making a change here. Sasser's checked in. Smith no good on the free throw. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Now, ball. After Gordon Hayward's three-pointer, they didn't go. 6 to shoot. LaVine for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 6.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
The first free throw is good. So for the Pistons, Portis, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Malik Beasley in for Marcus Sasser. Chicago also making some changes. Williams comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's White in for Dosunmu.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Bean passes the ball. And here's LaVine. 6 points for him. Out to Smith. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Portis. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. And Richard, you look back, Zach LaVine has been one of those microwave-type players. He can get hot in a blink of an eye.
Zach LaVine is one of those players that when he catches fire, there is nothing you can do about it. He can score from deep, multiple level score. When he gets going, ooh, it could be a problem.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. And Chicago also making a switch. Vucevic, he's checked in for Jalen Smith. Here's Portis. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists now tonight. Now Chicago has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And White kicks the ball. Here's Levine. Great defense that time from Duren.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Cunningham pushes it to Hayward. Launches it. Rebounded by Vucevic. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And it's ball in the corner.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Back to Levine. The 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Levine's got 8 points here in this quarter.
How about the confidence that Levine has? Feels like he can take these shots whenever he wants.
Duren finds Hayward. Duren sets the screen for Cunningham. Vucevic with the block. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. White, good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pistons trail by 7. Cunningham with it. Duren with the screen on Williams. Kicks it out to Beasley. Fires the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Beasley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And really with a pass-first mentality, Cunningham, the type of player that you like to play with.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Gordon Hayward. Josh Giddey's checked in for Chicago. The Bulls leading by 4. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Vucevic a screen on Beasley. White, wide open, he fires. And it's off from three-point range. Harris outside. Cunningham outside. Duren with a screen on Giddey. Cunningham with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Good work there as it goes.
Just a fantastic decision maker. Cunningham giving it up in that 2-man set.
Levine against Cunningham. Fires away from outside. And the Bulls with another miss.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Vucevic with the block.
Powerful swat by Vuce, showing how effective he can be on D.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
"16 seconds left to play here in the half. Duren sets the screen for Cunningham. With the second effort, and Duren lays it in. Duren's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Bulls on top. They're up by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball inside around the basket, at times we got to go up a little bit strong.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Welcome, everybody. Let's jump right in with a look for the East. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis, certainly deserves all the accolades. When you look at everything he's about, he remains one of the most unique.
And let's take a look back at the first half. The Bulls are in a close one.
Despite being the visitor, They've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile crowd, Shaq.
Yeah, boos from the stands can be a motivator.
And that'll do it for halftime.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The guard pair for him will be Cunningham and Beasley. Duran out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Harris in at the small forward. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pistons trail by 4. Duran with a screen on White. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Duran. And that one is good. 8 points here for Jalen Duran.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Giddey the pass to White. And here's LaVine. Another 3 for Chicago.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Beasley, the pass to Harris. Traps in the tray. Harris has got 9 points.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
And he may never be an all-star, but Richard, Tobias Harris has a big impact on the game.
And he came into the NBA as a 3-man. But in a lot of ways, he's become the prototype modern power forward. Able to hold his own inside, but also space the floor from 3.
Beasley for 3. It's all in by the Bulls.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
LaVine wide open. No good on the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Duran a screen. Here's Cunningham. It's rebounded by Giddey.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Detroit with the rebound. Duran's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Williams looking over the floor. For 3, LaVine. That one's not going to go. Pistons trailed by 5. Cunningham outside. Outside Portis from the arc. And that one is off. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Williams. Beasley against LaVine. Vucevic setting the pick for LaVine. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. A different look here for Detroit. Stewart comes in for Duran. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cade Cunningham. And Chicago also making a switch. Lonzo Ball is checked in for Zach LaVine. Beasley finds Harris. Back to Beasley. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Stewart a screen. Down low. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Vucevic. Chicago leading by 5. Pass to Williams. This one for 3. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. For the past 10 games, these teams have been fantastic on rebounding. In 4th, the Pistons.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Jalen Smith, he's checked in for the Bulls. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Sasser. Still scoreless. Pass to Beasley. Back to Sasser. Stewart with a screen on Ball. Now, here's Stewart. They could use a bucket, and he sinks the layup.
He saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Williams. Back to Giddey. It's White on the wing. And another miss by Chicago.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
To the paint, here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Smith outside, lets it go with a 3. Detroit with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Sasser with it. Now Smith defending. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Sasser. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Sasser's got his first 2 points of the night. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail. Yeah, easy call.
Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And that one falls for White. Bulls making a switch here. And both free throws good for White. Just 4 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Launches it from deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Bulls lead by 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on him.
I like the way the Donovan's conveying that scouting report to his guys.
I mean, knowing how your opponent plays is important, and I think he's on point on this one.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Bulls, getting this 4th quarter started. All out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Torrey Craig. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Smith in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pistons trail by 3. On the wing, Hardaway. Here's the 3. The shot comes out. Now, here's Ball. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. And then Smith with the jam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Hayward kicks to Cunningham. A basket good off the assist from Hayward.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Takes a step back. And he gets the bucket. LaVine's got 4 this quarter.
I'm going to tell you this. Defensively, you cannot let a streak shooter get a groove. And right now, Zach LaVine, he is on fire.
A moment for an injury report. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Jalen Durham. David, what's the news?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer of the Pistons gave us some information. And unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. These early season injuries are tough to come back from, and it'll force them to change the rotation. They'll have to switch up all of those off-season plans and see what changes they make. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And a different look here for the Pistons. Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Bobby Portis comes in for Gordon Hayward. Harris is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Beasley in for Marcus Sasser. The Bulls also changing it up. Vucevic checked in for Smith. Williams comes in for Torrey Craig. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Dosunmu. The second effort. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Ball no good. Pistons trail by 4. Now Cunningham to the middle. Here's Duran. The kick out to Cunningham. Duran a screen. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the Bulls with another miss. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Beasley outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Chicago. The lead is 2. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Stewart checked in for Detroit. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Malik Beasley. And Chicago also making a switch. White's checked in. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Stewart.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Chicago. A 2-point game. Portis is screen on White. Cunningham passes to Stewart. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 8th assist in the game. Stewart's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. There's Levine. Count it. Levine's got 23.
Levine has always seen himself as a top-tier player, and he continues to prove it with his play.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. It's good from long range.
And Harris does not back down on these important possessions. He loves coming through for his guys.
Levine against Cunningham. Vucevic setting the pick for Levine. Baseline J on the way. Good on the shot. Levine's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
And Zach LaVine just commands the ball in these big moments. You want a guy that can not only take that shot, but make that shot.
Cunningham pushes it to Harris. His 3-pointers off the mark. Bulls have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. 52 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Cunningham on the wing. Light covering. Cunningham kicks to Stewart. And here's Harris from the arc. Gets the 3 to fall.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
Gotta respect that Cunningham takes charge, making something happen and drawing the contact.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Stewart, and it's Beasley in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game out.
And so the big win by Detroit in a tight game. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that